Yo, you already know who it is. It's your boy Cursed, and welcome back to a brand new video. There's a lot of new units. We're gonna add them into the tier list we already have, and we're gonna be fixing up the tier list too. So yeah, bro, we got some crazy units. We both got shiny Kisuke, got shiny Stark. Like, bro, we got really lucky this update, that's for sure.
Very excited to do
Bro,
this
what
tier
the
list,
bro? That was cursed. That was so cursed. If you guys want to just go right into the tier list, I suggest you to just go to this timestamp, okay? It'll be written somewhere, so make sure you skip there if you want to just watch the tier list.
All right, so a unit I want to show you guys is gonna be a unit that basically, not almost, but it is kind of better than Arima. It didn't fully replace him. Place him down, he does 800 damage, 7.6 SPA, 22 range. Nothing crazy, but the first upgrade, look at the damage difference on the first upgrade. Like, that's already pretty decent when you're starting off. But let me tell you guys that he's also an AoE lane. So he starts off with a pretty thick AoE lane. It's like this thick. Here, let me show you. Like, you see my character from here all the way to this road. Like, it's like basically this thick.
Oh, okay.
See that?
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. And if I keep upgrading him, he's gonna get a new move, which just makes him attack for 4,000. His final AoE is gonna be AoE splash. And yes, Arima is an AoE cone, but sometimes AoE splash you can set up better than an AoE cone. So
Yeah, I agree.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I think the best unit that we could probably compare to these newer ones is probably Arima and probably Akaza. Okay, those are probably the two units. So this is Arima maxed out at level 77. 13,000 damage every 5.7 seconds. While Akiora does like 1.1 seconds higher and is doing plus 3k damage. And what level is your Akiora?
74.
Okay, so 74, so not even 77.
Honestly, all I can say is that AoE splash has more range than it actually says, because it could attack units outside of its range because of like his AoE splash, and it goes outside the range, so he has even more range and he reaches enemies more than my guy Arima. Yeah, you can set up Arima's AoE clone really well, but
it's about
Akiora
angles
is just,
with Arima, you have to do it
Yeah,
at a certain angle, so he gets like most of the units on the lane, while with Splatter it doesn't matter what angle you place him.
So you could pretty much do better setups with my guy Akiora than Arima, because Arima is just more annoying. You have to focus on your Arima's placements, but on Akiora you could really much just place him anywhere where you want, however you want. That extra damage, I don't mind it, bro. It's just like 1.1 extra second, right? So
yeah, so if you
that
get Godspeed
3k
on
extra
it,
damage, that 3,000 damage extra is really nice. And keep in mind he's 3 levels lower, so I mean, he's just a higher damage dealer overall.
Yeah.
And of course, he also attacks outside of his range too. I think that Akiora is better than Arima.
Yeah, I could see. I mean, 16,000, bro. This unit's probably reaching like 18k, maybe 18k, probably 17k though. Still, that's like really good. Let's move on to Eryu now. All right. So let's actually talk about this unit. So these are his upgrades. As you can see, he gets Holy Arrow on upgrade 7, and when you fully max him out, he is doing 5.9k damage every 3.4 seconds, 44 range, and the splatter, keep in mind, well, it's not small, but it's not huge either. This unit is also kind of like Levi, how it is on a critical chance. Every hit has a 25% chance of it dealing more damage, which is really good. But at the same time, we got units like Akainu doing 20k damage every 14 seconds, which I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, at the same time, if I really do add up the seconds with Eryu, it does seem similar to Akainu. But at the same time, Akainu's range and splatter is just way bigger.
Yeah.
And he does burning. So I don't know. I really don't know. I think Eryu is a mid character. He's pretty good, but I don't think he's like one of the best units in the game. I mean, I could still see this unit as a S tier, but the funny thing is I got Reaper on this unit and it's doing 5.9k damage? That's kind of depressing at level 80 as well. Like, let's talk about
Oh, that's instantly
Kisuke
meta, bro.
Urahara, okay? Okay, I did not place him down properly. So, Kisuke Urahara, look, this is the shiny version and evolved. He looks really, really good. As you could see, looks godly. Like, gee. This is him when he's fully maxed out, doing 16,000 damage every 5.6 seconds, guys. Now, this is easily just a better version of Arima, okay? This unit is doing way more damage. Plus, he's faster just by a little bit. The range, I would say, is less, okay? The range is less. And the splatter, it's nice, okay? The splatter is really good. I wouldn't say it's bad. But the one thing that's awesome about this unit as well is that he also has this ability right here. And what this does is it makes the units faster around him, and it also makes them have more range. So that's just really, really busted, and it's actually really good. This unit is easily meta, okay? This guy's a secret shiny, alright? We just got him today. I've been grinding for this guy all day, but yeah, he's very good. He buffs speed and range. So like, what do you want, bro? This unit is easily meta and you're gonna need this. Plus, he is literally a better version of Arima. So yeah, he's just a W, okay? He's a walking dub. That's all.
Now let me talk about another meta unit, since we want to talk about meta units. Now this one right here, I don't have him evolved yet because I evolved everything except for this guy. I'm still missing some stars, but I guess I'll just place him down. I have him at level 72, and he deals 8,000 damage every 6.4 seconds, 21 range. You know, pretty decent. But the good thing about this character, guys, is not the damage that he's dealing and everything, it's his actual ability when you evolve him. So when you evolve this guy, you can activate an ability which basically gives you invincibility to your base for like 20 seconds. So basically you could do some really clutch moments with that, where like you could have, let's say for example, Stark, you have Erwin summoning stuff up, and then you have the iframes on your base, and they could basically save you by killing the enemy that's trying to destroy your base. So that's how it works, and you could place it on 3 of him. 3 is the max, so you have 3 chances to do that, which is amazing.
It's universal. His manual
really?
is universal.
Oh, it's universal?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never mind then. Never mind.
But his manual ability, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm not going to say it's not sick, because it is really sick. But after that 20 seconds is up, it's over, okay? It's kind of like Aaron in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Right. Now, easily one of the best units to exist in this new update is going to be Stark, okay? I just placed this unit down, 1.4k every 6.1 seconds. I mean, it's already cracked, but let me just go ahead and max this guy out for you guys. There you go. So this guy is doing 32,000 damage every 9.8 seconds. Keep in mind, I do have Godspeed on this unit, but I think he will be doing this like every 12 seconds. Either way, this unit is easily meta. This unit is so cracked with the damage. This is the new best damaging unit in the game, easily. And the fact that I have Godspeed on him, I think Godspeed is probably the best trait you could get on this unit. I don't think there's any other unit that does over 32,000 damage without Erwin buff. Like, this unit is cracked, and if he has unique on, I think this unit could easily reach 100k damage, okay? 100k damage or over 90k damage guaranteed. This is why Kisuke is now meta. Because we could do stuff like this to our units. 8.9 seconds, 32k damage? That's busted as hell.
Bro, 62 range?
And 62 range, bro. Like, this guy's busted, bro. So we also got Shanks here and Akaza, because I think these 2 units are probably the top units in the game, okay? Besides these units that we have right now, I think these units are top, and maybe even Arima. So let's compare these units, okay? Let's go ahead and look at Akaza first. This guy's doing 8.6k every 4.6 seconds, and then when he also buffs himself, he does 13k damage. 1000 damage. Yeah, 13k damage every 4.6 seconds is really good, and he does buff himself pretty frequently. 21 range though is pretty depressing, as Noclipso said, so that does kind of hold him back, but still, his damage is absolutely insane, and I think he is still, I don't know if he's still meta, but he is a really good unit.
And not to mention, bro, when you buff him with Urahara, bro.
Yeah, Urahara, that's when he has 3.7 seconds, so I got it wrong. He actually attacks every 4.6 seconds or 4. But either way, that is still good. Okay, that is still good. Plus, this guy has a really good manual, so that's just not going to be you're not going to be able to take that away from him. All right? Now, we can't really compare these units to Eryu because they added this new thing where now hill units are totally different from ground units. Ground units cannot hit air units that are flying past, and the only units that could, you know, take them out is the units that you could place onto the hills, of course, like Eryu or Akainu and things like that. So you can't really compare them anymore because these units are needed now, okay? So it's either you want Akainu or do you want Eryu. I really do think it comes down to those two units and maybe even Levi, but Levi is just, I think he's kind of forgotten now.
Honestly, I feel like Uryu is better for story mode than Akainu.
But yeah, I think we covered every unit now and we talked about all of them. I think it's time that we actually just go into tier list maker now and
Eat some ass.
So we are back with our tier list, guys, and as you guys could see, it looks different. All right, we changed it up because we wanted to make sure that it is more reasonable, okay? Because a lot of people disagreed with us. We feel like we needed to add a new category for just supports, okay? These support units are always S tier and they are pretty much needed, okay? These units are needed, especially for some certain maps, okay? They are for sure needed. So these units are pretty much like kind of above all in a way, especially depending on the map. Like for example, Ghoul map, you will need this unit, okay? So it's a support and S tier for sure. This unit knocks back, good on every map, and literally good on every map as well. So this is why this unit is lower on the support tier. As you guys could see, we changed up the units, we moved some units down as well, just because there are some new units and there can't be too many units on S tier, okay? It does not make sense. Now we should slap this guy into support. Now I agree 100% and I'm going to put him right here. Wouldn't that mean that Aaron would be support too?
Yeah,
Alright.
it would make sense. Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's like a death note.
Yeah, so we'll put Aaron right here as well, okay? This unit is needed, okay? And he also makes your tower pretty much invincible for 20 seconds, okay? So this unit is very meta, especially if you have more than one person using it, because I feel like it's way more useful like that. Stretch out the games for way longer, and you can make sure that the units that are close to your tower are dead because of the Irwins and the Starks. I mean, Aaron is good, but he's very expensive and more of a one-time use unit.
Literally, yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about this unit right here. Now, I feel like this unit easily just takes Arima's spot. I think it's just a better version of Arima. It's stronger, a little bit slower, but has splatter AoE, which I think could be very useful, and it has a very big splatter as well. So he's a good unit and very good damage. 16k damage, like every under 7 seconds is cracked, okay? And he's not even max level, so when he's level 80, I'm sure he's doing 17k damage. Alright, so let's talk about Eryu. Now this one is going to be a little bit controversial, I think, because it is an air unit, okay? And there's not a lot of air units. I'm actually gonna slap it on S tier. But I would put it lower S tier because I think that Akainu is better. And Akainu, yeah, I think he's better. Plus his burning is really good. And he just touches way more units as well, which I like. and Eryu is more of a smaller splatter. And of course he's a critical unit, meaning that sometimes he does more damage, but he just doesn't do a lot of damage. I have Reaper on this guy and he's still doing like 6k damage, under 6k. So it's kind of disappointing, and we don't have a lot of heal units, so he is good. Levi is here because his splatter is just so small, he literally barely hits any units. He could be good, and his damage is better than Eryu's. Eryu is faster, plus he has critical as well, and he does way more hits than Levi. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to Coyote Stark. Now this guy is easily also gonna be just above, okay? He just goes ahead and takes first place again, okay? Like, every unit I'm adding is just taking the first place right here, right? Like,
he's too good, bro.
This guy, he's really good. This guy's doing 32k damage every 12 seconds if you don't have Godspeed. Still very good, okay? There's no other unit doing over 30k damage, not even over 28,000 damage, okay? So this is the first unit to do that without Erwin buff. And we don't even have to get into this unit with Unique or him Erwin buffed, because it's just obviously going to be insane. So he is going to be top. He is a main DPS unit, and he also summons freaking wolves. He's literally a better version of Erwin, okay? This unit, you need a fast trait, something that makes him faster, either nimble or Godspeed, okay? You need to. He also summons those dogs, and if everyone has a Stark, oh my god, it's literally a whole line of just wolves going at these units, and it's insane damage, insane. Uruhara, what do you think, Eclipse? Where should I slap this unit?
You should put him right above
Aizen? Or should I or because he is kind of a support, you know?
I think you should put him above All Might.
Okay.
And the reason why is because he makes units faster and he increases range. So like, you know, increasing the speed of a unit like Stark just makes it even crazier. So
exactly,
you know?
Exactly. So these units combo together like peanut butter and jelly, bro. Like, oh god, I don't know. Red Scar, I feel like these two are very, very close, because this unit, the fact that it still stacks and stuns, you know, it stacks with time stop, stacks with knockback, it stacks with everything. It just makes him that just really insane for that reason. So he has to keep his spot. And then slowing, we don't have to get into slowing. Slowing is easily going to be top meta, and you need this unit no matter what, okay? He is one of those units. You could still hit leaderboards without Kisuke, even though he's really, really good, okay? Even though he's godly, I think you could hit leaderboards without him. But you can't hit leaderboards without a Katakuri, okay? Neither a freaking Shanks for that matter. Yeah, Kisuke, we'll leave him there, and this is pretty much the updated tier list, guys. What do you guys think? Hopefully this is every mythical unit and we're not missing anyone. If we are, let us know. But I think this is pretty freaking good, okay? We missed out on the Demon Slayer update, so we just slapped them right here. I feel like Broly is better. Akainu is better than these units as well. Arima is better as well, but these units are still pretty good.
You should low-key put Uryu above Akazu.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. This is the tier list, guys. We're not changing anything anymore until the next update. So what do you guys think of this tier list, okay? As we said, this is support, and this is from best to worst when it comes to the support side, okay? These all have a way of supporting you throughout whichever map you're using, okay? This one is more kind of just for Ghoul map, but we'll still slap her on support. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and what do you guys think of this tier list? Make sure to subscribe and also like the video. Check out my boy Noclipso. Thank you guys again. Have a good one, and peace out.
My name Jose. It's a long line at the doorway. Serving taco, getting with the nacho, fucking with a bad vibe, but she go both ways. Can up the racks on the show day. I never